The best real estate scripts that get an appointment. Hi, I'm Paul R. Atkinson, your real estate coach, and today we're going to talk about the best real estate script that gets you appointments. So what do you think about when you hear the word script? Something that's written out, right? Perhaps. However, a script is a technique that you use in your mind to get actions to your listener. So before finishing this video, and you want to stay till the end, I'm going to show you some techniques and some really good tips on how to put together perfectly wonderful scripts that suit you and allow you to get what you intend to get. That listing appointment, that buyer to meet with you, whatever it is that you're wanting to get from a script, you're going to find out. Now, do remember, inside of the description of this video, you'll find my gift and more information and more scripts of what you can use. And if you haven't already, do remember to subscribe. So, what is a script? A script is something that you've put together in your mind, or someone have put it together for you. However, you want to make sure that it's you. It fits you as a person. It fits your language and your style because you want to be authentic. So I'm going to show you a few things on how to create your own script, or how to, let's say, tailor a script that's already made for you, that perhaps you receive from someone else, that fits you. So we're going to talk about that. So the script is something that's important. It allows you to flow in your mind about what you are trying to tell the other person. So if you're working with a seller, for example, and you want to get that listing appointment, you kind of need to know what to say and how to approach that person. So that's why you have a script, especially in the beginning stages. Those words that are trigger words to get that seller to allow you to come into the home. Very important. If you're trying to connect with a buyer and you want to get them to make some moves with you, you need to know exactly what to say to cause them to move in that direction. So when I think of my scripts, some of the things I always want to share with everyone is that you must practice. That's the number one thing about having a script. After you put your script together, which I'm going to show you how to do that, you need to practice. Role playing, practice in your mind. If you're walking or running or whatever you're doing, make sure you're practicing your script. The script must be able to cause an action. It causes the listener to take an action right away. And there's certain techniques that you want to use inside of your script that will cause you to have the person take action. So, how do you put together a script? It's something that you'll need to write out. So you first start with a salutation. For example, you would say, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, may I speak with John? Good evening, may I speak with John? You want to greet someone in a way that they don't take an offense to it. So that hearing that word of good evening, good morning, hi, is this Tom? Good morning. It just really comes across in a nice way. So make sure your script begins with a salutation. You always want to call the person's name. Obviously, you're calling someone, you must know their name. So try to practice along the way as you're going through every third or fourth sentence, saying the person's name. Hey, John, thank you so much for taking the call. I really appreciate this. Compliment. In your script, have a lot of compliments. So, number one, for example, here's a role play real quickly. Ring, 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 ring. Hello, may I speak with John? Hi, John. Good morning, John. My name is Paul Atkinson and I'm with 𝐋𝐈𝐍 Real Estate Company. And I am so delighted to talk to you today. Is this a good time to talk? Yes, guys. It is perfect for you to ask someone if it's a good time to talk. You want to be polite. Maybe it's not a good time to talk. And if it is, you've greeted them, you said good morning, you've called their name, and you've also are asking permission. So they will say a little bit something more on the script, our little role play. Yes, it's okay. Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. The reason why I'm calling today, and first of all, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me just for a moment. And the reason why I'm calling is I would like to talk to you more about some of the services that I offer here in the community as far as for buyers. So you look at what I've just said. What I'm saying to the listener is, hello, a salutation. I'm calling their name, so I'm greeting them. So psychologically, they're picking up on that. And secondly, I'm also asking their permission if it's okay to talk at this time. So script development in your pocket is very important. And once you put together your scripts or your archives of scripts, you should practice them. It's very important that you role play on a regular basis so that you become one with your script. Very important. So let's go on a little bit more. How do you write a script? So you want to make sure you start out with that salutation, that greeting, use their name, and type it out. Just type out the whole role. How are you doing today? Thank you very much. The reason for my call is I wanted to provide you with some information, or what is the reason for your call? State with them and ask some powerful questions. What are powerful questions? Powerful questions are questions that causes your listener to think and answer more than just a yes or no. They also call this an open-ended question. But I like to say it's an open-ended question with a power punch, where you would dig right in to asking a question that the listener really wants to participate in. So there's special techniques in that. And down below in the description of this video, you will find my gift to you on scripts that you can use and how to sculpture and to provide and to make yourself a script that will be powerful and impactful. So scripts are something that are needed. They are needed in order for you to survive, especially when you're just starting out in real estate. Now, after a couple of years, a couple of months, really, of you continually practicing and using your script, it's going to become one with you, and you will feel so comfortable, and you could just flow right along with it. So let's recap real quick. What are some of the most important things about a script? It needs to be tailored to you. It should be a part of you. You don't want to sound as if you're reading off a line. You need to come across as if you are speaking from your heart. You're speaking from your mind. You're not reading a piece of paper. So you have to practice. Practice in the mirror. Get on the phone with someone or get in front of someone and say, hey, look, I want to do a little role play. Daily, especially when you're just starting out, or when you're just, let's say, bringing into your practice a new script. Practice that script over and over and over again until you become very comfortable with it, that you don't even need to look at a piece of paper. You can what? Just flow in your mind. You want to be real because they can tell when we are not real. So the most important thing is that you follow your script structure, which is having that salutation, stating their name, giving the facts of why you are calling them or reaching out to them. And secondly, and most of all, you should be able to convert that conversation into a likable conversation. They have learned to like you just in that 30 seconds because you are so polite and you are getting feedback from them and you're asking powerful questions. Now, in my training, I will show you also how and what it is to speak and use powerful questions to get that buyer or that seller or that investor or landlord or tenant to do business with you. So go into the description block below of this video and find all the gifts that I have brought for you today, like Santa Claus. I'm just kidding. But it is amazing to be here and to share with you and to invite you to get empowered and increase your production. As always, I'm always happy to see you, and thank you for watching. And if you have not subscribed, now is the time. Let me wait for you. Click that button. You ready? Click it. Okay, good. I'll see you next time. What do I always say? Go get him, Tiger.